This video is about ordering and comparing decimals. So in order to compare two decimals to each other, we're going to go through a couple steps here. So first we're going to compare the wholes, then we're going to compare our tenths, then hundredths, then thousandths. So we've got these two decimals here. We have 27 and 99 thousandths, and here we have 27 and 91 thousandths. So to compare these, we're going to start with step one. We're going to compare the wholes. So in this number, I have 27 wholes, and in this one, I've got 27 wholes. So those are equal, so we'll move on to the tenths. Okay, so in this first number here, I've got 0 tenths, and in this one, I've got 0 tenths. So again, they're equal, so we'll continue on till we find something that's not. So step 3, we're going to look at hundredths. So we've got 9 hundredths in the first number and 9 hundredths in the second number. And now we are going to look at thousandths. So in the first one, we've got 9 thousandths, and the second one, we've got 1 thousandth. So since these are different, we know that the two decimals are not going to be equal. So we're not going to say that they're equal to each other. Since we've got a 9 in the thousandths column here and only a 1 in this one, this decimal we can say is bigger. Okay? So 27 and 99 thousandths is greater than 27 and 91 thousandths. So we're going to look at this on a larger scale. So we've got 4 decimals here, and we're being asked to order them from greatest to least. So we want to find the biggest decimal and write that first. So we're going to look at our wholes in each one. So we've got 0 wholes in all of them. So that doesn't really tell us anything. So we need to move on to our tenths. So in our tenths column, we've got a 6 here, a 0, a 5, and a 5. Okay, so that tells us that this guy is our biggest. Okay, so we can write 0.6 as our biggest, or 6 tenths as our biggest. And we are going to move on to looking at hundredths. So in the tenths column, we had a 5 for both of these numbers. So we're going to move on to look at the hundredths column to see which one's greater. So here we've got 7 hundredths, and here we've got 9 hundredths. So since the 9 here is bigger than the 7 here, we're going to write this as our next decimal. Okay, so we have 59 hundredths as our next one, and then we'll write 575 thousandths. Okay, and finally, our 89 thousandths.